Hello, 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 my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls.
Rolls.
I hope everyone's doing really well tonight, and I hope all of our friends who play FGO are getting many lotto boxes grinded through. A few announcements.
Pace yourselves, please.
Don't be like me. A few announcements. I actually lost a lot of grinding time to the fact that I slept for 14 hours last night. Ooh woo. Anyway, announcements. Here they are. We have announcements. Other shows on the channel. Wednesday night, Christmas special. Matt's running that. Oh, I'm not GMing anything this week. Holy shit. That's the first time in months that's happened.
Congratulations.
You get to play on Wednesday too.
I do.
And
Have you decided who you're playing as?
Alessandra.
I'm
just
going to
haven't
do my
decided
best
what Alessandra
not to kill
is
you.
now.
And
I have to
also,
figure
she's
that out.
only level 18 because she's a slacker. No, I'm not deciding that. You get to decide that.
Please don't. But Alessandra, Wednesday night. If I'm not doing anything tomorrow night, we might have a surprise stream. I have Dwarf Fortress now. And we might do a Dwarf Fortress stream. What?
I said get well soon?
Yes.
It's a Canadian problem, yeah.
It's a Canadian problem. It's like House Hippos.
I don't know if that's contagious. Is it contagious?
House hippos are only a problem if you
Yeah.
make it a problem.
That's
There's a
fair.
house hippo.
Yeah, House Hippos.
YouTube house hippos. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a Canadian thing.
It's
They
a
have
it's a
hippos in their
Canadian
houses.
heritage moment.
Yes. We also have puppets that yell at you not to put things in your mouth, but that one's a little bit more disturbing.
And that we invented basketball.
Put it in your mouth.
If y'all want just a quick trip that will make you feel a little bit like if you feel like getting skeeved out a bit, look up Canadian PSAs and just fall down that rabbit hole.
Or
A
look
rabbit
up,
hole.
because it is the season, look up the Folgers coffee commercial.
Yes.
No. Wow.
Best part of waking up is incest in your cup.
No.
I mean,
Let's
Americans.
not dig that one out, please.
But yeah, so
Let it die. Watch the
continuing with-
SNL skit based off of it.
continuing with announcements.
A
Next
little goofy
week,
tonight.
the 26th, we are off. We will not have a Strength of Thousands, I believe. I believe Matt's still off in the boot.
Ugh, Toronto.
Then on the Wednesday, we'll have League Wednesday. League Wednesday next week, 28th. I don't think we're missing a league this time around. That's nice.
I think we realized last we're not actually missing any league.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Friday will be our last week where we're off before the Spelljammer campaign begins on January 6th.
You're not streaming anything on New Year's Eve, Will?
I don't know. I might do something on.
Nah, keep it open. Your family might want something of any of us.
All the more reason to have plans. Then
So I feel
on the 2nd, we're back on the Strength of Thousands grind to do. Then on the 4th, we have League. 6th, we have the Spelljammer campaign starting. I should really send all the players handouts for that.
You really fucking should.
I'd love to read it over my vacation.
Yeah, I should.
Please give me something to do.
I
The
finally.
number of times y'all haven't been at the production meetings where Will's been like, okay, this Sunday, I'm going to send it out. I'm manifesting it. I'm saying it so that I'll do it. And then Sunday comes and goes and...
I mean,
Let me say this. I have had immense difficulty writing for the Spelljammer campaign.
yeah.
it'll be worth it, though. It'll be great.
That.
It should be good, but it's just... There are so many problematic parts of Spelljammer that one must delete from the existence.
Rewrite.
Yes,
Rewrite.
quite literally, rewrite. I made my own galaxy palette. It looks very pretty. I don't think I've sent McKenna the galaxy palette. Have you seen the galaxy palette?
You have, yeah.
Oh, good. But yeah, so that's all of that. That's all of our programming announcements. One small announcement. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Tell your friends about the show. God, and chastise me when this inevitably becomes not the case. But when we do start the Spelljammer game, those will be kept up to date on our YouTube channel.
New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution.
Saying it now, he's manifesting it.
Bringing it into fruition in the universe.
Yes, I am.
Have we lost episodes of Calling Chronicle?
No, we haven't. I have them all.
Okay, so
I have everything downloaded and organized. I just haven't uploaded it.
Oh, well.
Because, unfortunately, this is the one downside to my office not allowing me to work in the office anymore. It may be great for my mental health and just how I have to not deal with certain people anymore, but I do require my internet to be fully functioning to work during the day.
Well, what if you scheduled the posts to go live at night?
I'd still have to upload the videos to YouTube at some point.
Yeah.
That does take bandwidth, yeah.
But anyway, enough gazing behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
But pay attention
I'm the great Oz, terrible.
Pay attention to that man in front of the curtain. Go ahead, Matt.
You're
Introduce
also in
people.
front of the curtain.
Hello, everyone. I am Matt, urban off in various places on the internet, and I'm here to lead this merry band of ne'er-do-wells. I wanted to rhyme that slightly. On their journey through the Strength of Thousands adventure path. We are now on book 3. No one has permanently died. Yes, Will?
Point of order, none of us are the horse person ancestry that became available, so technically we are not ne'er-do-wells yet.
And taking away hero point.
I deserve
Please.
Well, with good cause.
Come on, that was good. Anyway.
But funny enough, speaking of animal people, we have an interesting assortment of players with us tonight. Starting with the least animal-like of all our players, despite what she may be dressing resplendently tonight, Zoe.
Segways!
Every week it's a struggle.
I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose as well, and I'm playing Ophelia. She is our Whisper Elf Bard, and she's the only humanoid in our little group.
And then going to the far end of the human to animal spectrum to something with more legs. Sarah, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Sarah Margaret, Big Red Cat Pictography on all the social medias, and I am playing Charlotte, who is the naughty toxicologist, aka alchemist. I prefer toxicologist because it's a cooler title.
Come for the toxins. Stay because you're dead.
Precisely.
And speaking of legs, something that sometimes you might cook and eat, Will, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Igura.
Because he's a frog, get it?
Yeah, because he's a frog.
I murdered the joke.
It's fine. I murder all of mine too. It's kind of a tradition on this channel. Hi, I'm playing Igura, I'm playing Gamma, and I'm playing Choco, only when I talk about my personal life. And...
there you go.
And yeah, I'm just a happy little reformed cultist who's now a teacher, because that wouldn't be a red flag for any educational institution ever.
Not in this world, no.
Not in this world.
And now, having expended all possible segues, McKenna, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Avi, the Nyctera Witch, and I'm sorry, I needed to take a picture of Pepper. I'll put it in our Discord. She is, I need to stress this, fully asleep. Just like full Superman on the floor. Completely...
Is she belly up?
No, she's belly
she's
down.
Belly down? Oh, she's
just
rocking.
Fully flat on the ground. Like if I didn't see her asleep, I would think she was like mid-stretch. But anyway, that's me. I'm McKenna Raytine, I talk too much about my cat.
Tonight on the Cat Owners Podcast.
Just completed my 10th consecutive day of overtime, so I'm a little zoinked.
Bodes well for any cat encounters tonight.
Do you want to see McKenna's cat sprawled across the floor? Join our Discord in the link I just posted in chat.
I'll
And the
post it in
super
Discord.
rare Matt Spicy Fic.
Oh yeah, and the League of Amazing Adventurers / fiction.
But if y'all want to see my
Slash.
social medias, I'm McKenna Ray Art on all the things.
She's a real person, a real artist. Support her opposed to a computer.
If any of you fucking talk to me about AI in the chat tonight, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
It's funny you should say that.
Fair enough. That's fine.
But I think that is our entire colorful cast introduced. So, Will, if you would, you can roll that intro.
Push the button, Will. Welcome
course we
back,
have a pets channel.
friendos.
But anyway, yes. When last left our adventurous teachers, that sounds weird for some reason to me. We completely derailed my train of thought. We had been following them as they were on a academic expedition to the ruins of Bloodsalt, having pursued a student who kind of left the school abruptly. You followed them with your other students to make sure they were okay. Turned into an academic expedition to the ruins of Bloodsalt. You learned some interesting things, found some cool loot, discovered a frozen teacher who had been Captain America for 6 years. I don't know if they have a cool shield that bounces off things and doesn't obey the laws of physics. Vibranium shield, if it hits a wall, it should absorb all the kinetic energy and it shouldn't bounce. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway.
Deep breaths.
Because that's all
Anyway.
that doesn't make sense about the MCU.
Yeah, but it's right there. It's literally bouncing and making a distinctive sound effect constantly. Anyway.
Nerd tears, delicious.
Take
next
your
to
hero
furry
points.
tears.
Their academic adventures and escapades were unfortunately interrupted, though, by a frantic messenger from the nearby village that had come under attack by a group of raiders known as the Knights of Abendigo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. You went to the village. You discovered that efforts you had been doing to help kind of repair and fortify the village over the last few months had been successful, in so much that casualties had been kept to a minimum. Unfortunately, a number of villagers were taken, including the father of one of your students. And the student in question, who is kind of the impetus of this whole trip, is already in hot pursuit and has a lead on you. So after a little bit of time helping the villagers treat some wounded and bury some dead, which was very nice, you guys head off in pursuit. Couple days travel, you came upon a battle scene where it seems that the knights had gotten into a fight randomly with some Turwa lords, which is a nearby kind of nation of kind of expansionist lizardmen. Ibruxi, as they're called in Pathfinder. And as when you were investigating the scene of this battle, one figure in particular, an armored knight, seemed to come back to life with a crackle of electricity as the skin just kind of melted off rapidly, and they became this horrifying kind of like lightning-infused undead armored skeleton. After a bit of a tough fight, you guys managed to put them back on the ground where they belong, being dead. You guys gathered a few things you found in the wreckage of this fight and then got the heck out of there. And this is a bit of retconning I'm doing right here. Traveled for about a day and a half. And then you guys encountered the camp of the Turwa lords who had gotten a fight with the knights. After a bit of a tense kind of initial meeting, things seemed to kind of go well. You guys sat down, you talked with them a while. You discovered that the Turo Lords were still kind of smarting from their fight they had to kind of retreat from. And after a bit of conversation, after agreeing to sponsor one of the younger scouts, the the kind of child of the leader of this group who wanted something better for their child than simple being a scout all their lives. Um, they agreed that once their mission is complete, they will come to your aid against the knights. When that will be, who knows? Might be at a dramatically important moment. Who knows? Um, but as the day kind of ends and the sun dips below the horizon, we kind of zoomed out on the scene, and I left you all with the unfortunate sight of trees parting, what appeared to be something approaching your camp. And we zoom back in. The episode title goes on the screen or something, and you guys are still sitting around a campfire. Fun fact: there is no map for this section, so I had to appropriate an earlier map that we didn't end up using. So just imagine to the left of you guys, we're all sitting in a little campfire. There's like the tents and stuff where the wounded lizardmen are, and a few of the other lesser, kind of more junior scouts are milling about looking after their wounded. Though I think Igora had helped tend to them a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm Igora. I'm a certified medical professional in this world.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys are just, you're making small talk at this point. The Saraku, the leader, is just kind of at this point kind of peppering you guys with little questions about school life because they're curious what their child is gonna face when they go to the school. You do suddenly start hearing a sound coming from the nearby trees, like the snapping of branches and the heavy stomps of feet. And just as you kind of turn and start to wonder like what the heck's going on there, I have to just click to a different layer here. A figure emerges from the trees, and you immediately clock some familiar looking kind of battered armor.
I thought it was going to be those birds again. So
Nope, not those birds. It appears to be undead knight. It appears to be the same undead knight. Head reattached, bones having healed seemingly, and now its mouth is kind of wide open in this kind of horrible cackling laughter, and lightning is just kind of arcing from its eyes. And you just hear it kind of like sort of like half shriek, half say, "You thought you could escape me? I am unending." And we're gonna roll initiative.
Man,
hey, double tap that thing.
It was kind of forced on you, but I'm finally getting my reoccurring villain I always wanted, but you guys kept killing them.
so annoying.
Or not allowing frog legs to escape. But this time,
wait, we didn't kill frog legs.
Yeah.
I know I'm saying, but they are in prison, and as far as I know, there's no way of getting them out.
Frog legs is endgame now.
All right, so hold on a sec. There's a lot to roll for here for me too.
Now, one dice. One.
Ooh, excellent.
Oh, Charlotte.
Thought I did.
Did you click on your token?
I did. I'll try that again.
Yeah, it's set as you. No.
There. No? Yes, no. No, maybe so.
No.
Well, I'm not seeing anything either, so I don't know.
Oh.
That would be why.
That would explain it.
We have to manually fix the token. It's doing the same thing Aaron's did, where it just doesn't save the changes for some reason.
Okay.
So
Frustrating.
click it once. Now you can see, click on your token and do the initiative once more, and then I'll just change it to the 34 that you initially got.
Okay.
I apologize that you have to do this.
That's
I think that's everyone because we'll his menagerie goes all at the same time as he does.
Yeah. It's efficient.
All right. But you guys do notice that Sasarku leaps to kind of their feet as well, as does the Star Reader, who you guys haven't talked to yet. You guys could have talked to them for quite a while, but last time, but it never really came into conversation properly. It was weird. All right, so I will then go to settings, and we're going to go descending. Excellent. Oh, this makes me so happy that they got high on the initiative. Because remember that thing they can do?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so they are going to move here. Just double checking their movement. 25 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. I move right to there, and then again, energy starts to build in their chest, in their rib cage. You can see it through cracks and rents in the armor, and then just crackling energy comes out, and they just open their mouth, and a devastating blast ability comes out. 30-foot cone, which should get everyone except Choco.
No,
Good for
Choco's in there.
Choco.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I don't think the cone actually goes that wide.
No,
does
it doesn't.
Like it
So
goes...
you'd have to aim it. So you can either get like us as a group. Boop. Well, actually, it wouldn't even get Gamma. You can either get either get the full group of us,
I will get all the players.
or else you could get Team Will.
No, I'm not going to do that. Well, that's mean. But let's see. Oh wait, hold on. I will give you the DC just to make this all easier.
Reflex. 30.
30. Yes. Oh yes, I clicked it, didn't I?
Critically fail.
So all right. And the crew is going to roll. Oop, failure for Saraku. Where's their reflex? Success for the Star Reader, so that's good. All right, so everyone who passed takes 20 electricity damage. Oh, and I only have to wait one round before I can use this again. And anyone who failed takes the full 40 electrical damage.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, so this is my first time doing a saving thing. I need to roll for a reflex, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. It should be sort of in the middle of the front page of your screen.
Wow. Wow.
Would you like to use a hero point to re-roll that?
I would, actually.
Right.
I have 2 of them, so I'd like to do that again.
Actually, you only have 1 because they don't carry over.
That's fair with me.
That's not my rule. That just seems to be the rules.
That's the rules. That's fine. I'll still use.
Better. You don't critically fail.
You only take 40.
It's
You
not
only take
great.
40 electrical damage. And that is their entire turn because that is a 2-action thing.
Well, they're stinky, so there's that.
I mean,
Great.
potentially, it probably smell like some sort of electrically cooked meat.
Sick.
Ew.
And
Rotten, rotten meat.
Ow. By the way.
And Saraku just kind of looks at this figure and just kind of screams out, "Vengeance!" and is going to run around to the far side. Is not leaving their zone, so I don't think triggers an AO. And they are going to probably just do 2 attacks. All right. Where's the?
Is that our new kid or the kid's parent?
This is the parent. I'm just doing these 2.
Man, origin story.
They're
kid.
going to use their Mambale, which is 38. That will hit, but not critically. So that's going to be 18 slashing, and then a second attack with the same thing. 36. That will also hit, probably. He's going to double check Barlin's AC. Yeah, 32. Spoiler warning. So those are 2 hits, so that is going to be a total of 36 in total. That's not bad. And they set themselves for flanking because they are a team player. So, all right. That brings us then to Charlotte. You got a face full of electricity, right? You were right on the center of it all. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, feel free
My
to fight.
brain-
And I am up next with the Star Reader.
That is okay. I think I'm going to, since he's right in front of me, I think I'm gonna try to paralyze him.
Ooh. Okay. Paralyze, paralyze. Oh, oddly enough, that might slip under their immunities. I'm gonna double check. Unfortunately, actually, no. They are immune to paralyzed.
Damn.
Undead. Immune to a lot of things.
It was worth the shot.
You have one movement left. You can move.
I
You can
think
chuck
I'm
a single
going.
potion if you want.
So they can't be stunned either.
They cannot be paralyzed. Um, you guys do know that there are so far.
We were able to stun them last time.
You guys know that they. Yeah. You know now that they are immune to paralyzed, poison, and electricity. There might have been more immunities. You're not sure.
Well, Matt, technically, if stunned is not one of the immunities, they still have to make the save, unless they're immune to a mental trait as well.
I'm sorry. What?
Well, no, they okay.
Well, they might be immune to the mental trait, though, right? Or incapacitation, if they're undead.
I don't know if anybody picked up on
They're
that.
just immune to paralyzed is the important one here. So, but I will roll the will save anyway.
Yeah.
37. They critically succeed.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Because if they really just succeeded, they would have been stunned. So they would have still
Fair
lost
enough.
an action. Yeah.
You were quite right to insist.
It's a really weird interaction with the rules on that one.
Yeah. All right. Charlotte has moved. Turbo Star Reader. Just let me get this open.
Yes, I took a hastily scuttled retreat because A, I'm owie, and B, I don't do well close combat.
They are going to also. They are.
Oh, Matt,
seeing
you
that.
forgot
Seeing that.
fungi.
Oh, for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
Oh, and I had his character sheet up and everything too. I just forgot.
Listen, I cannot throw shade at you for forgetting NPCs in a combat role.
Do that all the time.
37. But you know what? Just because I forgot, I'm going to punish myself. He is going to go after the Star Reader, so he's going to have a 33. All right. Star Reader, looking at the massive bulk that is Igora, is going to cast Heroism on Gamma.
Well, Igora. But yeah.
And then he is also going to spread out a little bit. He's going to move way over here.
Status. Okay.
He's a spellcaster in a fighters group. He knows what his job is. Endures in darkness. I have to check something because the aura is still a thing. Yeah, so Endures in Darkness is going to move back about 10 feet, get out of the aura.
Yep.
So his healing spells doesn't get counteracted. And who failed the save for the blast?
I did.
I think.
All right, because you bring a lot of manpower to the table, he's going to use a 2-action 4th level heal on Igora. It's 48 plus 32, I believe.
Okay.
So bam, 45 back to Igora.
Cool. That puts me back to full.
And that is Endures in Darkness's turn, Ophelia, and then Avi Avi.
All right. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna stay put. I'm not gonna move. We're gonna put up Bard Song and we're gonna shake some organs.
Oh my.
Rattle and bone.
Painful vibrations.
Fort save.
Yeah, not immune to Sonic. We know that. Fort save.
Painful vibration.
Ooh.
Success, but not critical.
15 Sonic.
So
All right.
half damage.
16.
16. All right. I can do the math on that. No, I can't. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. All right. Avi, you are up, and Igra, you will finally be up then. Oh god, yeah, you guys rolled not great for initiative, did you?
Nah, I didn't. But I'm gonna do 3-action magic missile. So
You guys determined that worked pretty well.
yeah, I think that's the only thing I have that I know will work. So what is that? That's 64 plus 12.
What level are you doing it at?
Third.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Takes
you.
That many.
I'm giving you a
You're
hero
welcome.
point.
I'll take it.
I'm
I'll
shamelessly
take it,
trying
Joel.
to do Pavlov's thing here and encourage behavior that I like.
And we can only give me a hero point every time.
Cater to my whims and you will be
Matt.
rewarded, mortals.
Matt, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I tried
Oh.
it with drinking water.
I thought you
It
were
doesn't
being like
work.
legally speaking,
Oh.
like, oh, you can't do that, Matt. It doesn't
That's
work.
because when I
hero
drank
points.
water, you told me you were going to give me hero points, then I drank water, and then you didn't do it. So I never drink water again.
Yeah.
She got you cold enough.
Be a bastard.
Just
That's
saying.
my turn.
Or is this a Pavlov for me, where you guys are going to give me things I want to get hero points? Who's being played here? I also don't care. Yeah, 27. Yeah, that all seems to go through. It makes a horrible noise impacting into their armor, but it works.
Hey, man, if it works, it works. On to the next.
On to the next. Igara, you are up, and Gama is looking very heroic today.
Choco, provide flanking. Choco gets 2 actions. Double strides to get to there. Does not provoke because of how they enter into the space. They're effectively going the long way.
Yeah.
Then Gamma. Get him.
Oh, peps.
Stride. And this will be with a +2. So 39 flat-footed.
Hits, but doesn't crit.
For 14 sonic damage, because heroism only affects to hit, right? Yes, it does.
Pretty
only
sure,
affect
yes.
hit, so 14,
But it also adds to saves and stuff, so.
Yep, 14 sonic damage.
It's like a more focused, slightly better, but less group-friendly version of Bard Song.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's stacked with Bard Song, because Bard Song's a circumstance,
Yes.
and this is a status.
So, 14 Sanic damage.
And that is my turn, because I gotta go fast.
All right, that brings us back to them. Their thing spends this turn recharging. They, though, are going to endure the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. They are going to point their trident, which they seem to have recovered, at Ophelia. Like, I remember you.
How do you remember me?
We literally looted that. It's
For
in our
I
inventory.
endure. It may take 100
Wait,
years,
no,
but
that's
I
a
will
good
have my
point.
vengeance.
Matthew, it's
should
literally
be
in our bag of holding. How did it get it back?
Addled, old man. You should be addled. Your brain got jiggled around so hard you shouldn't even know where your own butt is.
Yeah, what trident is it throwing?
If you have a butt, which
Oh,
you
it's not
don't,
throwing
it's
it.
a skeleton.
What
No,
trident is it holding, Matt?
It is holding the trident that the rules say it got another one of. It
Hey.
literally says it got. If you guys took its loot, it got a replacement.
It's fine. Double loot.
Motherfucker.
Double
Hey.
loot.
Well, trident.
Don't messenger. I'm just reading the AP.
Well,
I already-
the AP is wrong.
Hey,
You're
I
hurting
gave you a
your
map where there was none.
and we appreciate that.
It's gonna run over here. Endures an AO from Gamma.
And Choco.
Gonna
Choco
smack
had
the
it.
heck out of them.
They will.
So freaking stinky.
26 flat-footed.
Nope.
I don't like it. Hero pointing it.
Oh.
Nope.
Ah.
Got one better.
This is what happens when you don't DM for a week, Will.
I
Ooh.
lose all my luck.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they are just going to whack Ophelia twice with a halberd. Oh, actually, hold on. They're going to do that other cool thing they can do.
Oh, so now it's a halberd.
Oh, they got
But not a halberd, sorry. They are going to do 2 actions to do the sudden strike. So they are going to make a strike, and if they hit you, they fill your lungs with seawater.
That's gross.
Shock Trident. 43 against Ophelia.
Right, that crits.
All right, so that will be 46 piercing damage, 12 electricity damage, and you are sickened 1. As your lungs suddenly fill with seawater.
I am.
Yar, the
great.
briny deep waits for ye. Yar.
Are they a
You know what? I mean, I'll give
No,
you
I
that
am.
because I hit your organs. You had to hit my organs, but like,
Fairly warned, you are, says I.
F off. I'm okay.
That was their turn.
Not great, but I'm.
Though
I'm
also
okay.
I should check one thing. Does Sorga? No, of course. No, they do have an attack of opportunity. Sorry, I also should have made this. I've got several characters going on at once.
It's all good.
They don't even hit, so it doesn't matter. But they are going to run after them and says, "You will not escape my vengeance, dead blood." And then they'll do another 2 Mamale strikes. That sadly, actually, Ophelia, do you consider the Turo Lords a ally?
Yeah, duh. We
Okay,
just took
so-
one of their kids in.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true. All right, so flanking.
Consensually.
Okay, so combination of flanking with Ophelia and Bard Song gets them up to the 29 they need. Hold on. No.
Well,
30?
No, it needed to be 30. Damn it.
Well, I mean, they have +2 effect, so yeah.
Because the AC is 32, so
So it
minus
goes
2
down
for
to 30,
flanking.
so 29.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 off.
Yeah.
And they don't have any hero points because they're not real
But you
people.
could use a villain point for it, technically.
No, I couldn't. I don't have any villain
Limzord.
points. Sadly, the lizard, like, you were a lot easier to wound when you were alive, scum. The skeleton just laughs like, kill me again. It does not matter. I will win eventually. I am unending. They
Ooh,
seem
you
to
know
have gone
what?
mad.
I think this time we should take your head as a trophy. That sounds fun.
Or
Who
we could
knows?
just set
Then there
you
might
on
be 2 of
fire.
me. Sorry?
Fire.
I think of a fire. Fire acid? Have
Ooh,
acid?
acid.
Acid.
That's good. Or we could just keep it in a bottle. A
Yeah.
really big.
Hold on. I thought
We'll
it...
put
Oh,
the
maybe we
undead
could
in,
shrink
we'll
it.
put the undead into a box. We will ship the box to ourselves, and when it arrives, we will hit the box with a very big mallet.
The Star Reader is going to narrow their eyes at the undead. Oh, shut up.
Can y'all
Hold on, I have
name
to
what
check.
Disney movie that one's from? Let's find out.
I have to check the
If
range
we
on
just
this.
hit it with a hammer, I would say, on first news.
You mean the one that we already referenced earlier tonight?
When did we
Right,
have
they're gonna move-
Oh, yeah, I did.
they're
Press
gonna-
button, wrong button, or right button.
They're going to move over here to try and stay out of potential blast radius, and they're going to shout at the undead. You think you are free from the ravages of time? Think again, cursed creature, and they're going to cast Rave Enfeeblement.
Ooh.
That's a classic. Does not hit.
20.
Does not hit. Now, like, it's all not pretend I just made a big proclamation of that before I
Well,
cast that.
is it a roll to hit or is it a save?
Both.
Attempts
It's
to
a ray, so it has to hit. That brings us to Charlotte. You are up.
Oh,
The thing is right in front of you again.
no. Y'all are so damn close to him. It's really difficult when you're all so damn close to him.
You should start feeding your party members a bit of toxin every night as they sleep so they can build up an immunity.
You know, I really should. No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some time to craft a lesser elixir of life while I'm there.
Pep, pep.
and then promptly consume said elixir of life.
Okay. What level of elixir of life is it?
The lesser elixir of life at level 5.
Oh. All right.
Think.
So
Although it hasn't
3d6 plus 6 hit points, and the bonus is +1.
Yes. So.
That is the item level 5 elixir of life lesser.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
do your healing
Me.
items. I'm sorry.
That's all right. 6. I'll just roll that for you if you like.
Oh no, we're good.
Okay. I only wants to be helpful.
We have to learn.
Meaning, I want to be helpful. Apparently, you guys can't even kill a single skeleton permanently, so.
Hey.
Well, now
We just knew that you wanted your recurring villain, all right? We were being nice.
I just got here.
You're welcome.
That's fair. What's
So you
funny
gain
to me is
13
that this is
HP.
a
Yes.
reoccurring villain that we have like no previous beef with. Like we just found this motherfucker in a field, and they were like, "You are my
We're like,
new greatest enemy."
You're my nemesis.
ever."
We are not associated with you.
Do not know you.
I shall call
And
them
then
soldiers.
I think I've got one more action.
One more.
One action more. One more action for this turn.
Oh, hold on. Oh, well. Sorry, I did the Turbo Star Wars reader first, but it actually doesn't matter. Endures in Darkness is
I'm going
next.
to take this time to do some movement. So. Go here.
All right. So that brings us to Endures in Darkness turns, who's annoyed that the guy has moved within range of the aura.
Is this a good time to say, do you have any heals? Question mark. Because there's holes in my face.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should be out of range now, but still within range of Ophelia. So they are going to cast a heal on you to action. Because they need to stay out of range of his aura. Yeah. All right. So just going to do the same 4. Thankfully, I prepared 2 4-action heals. So you are going to get
2 4th
Ophelia.
level heroes.
Excellent. That's
50.
wonderful.
Not
That
bad.
is-
But that is all their 4th level heals for today.
Great.
They still have some lesser ones.
That's fine.
Sadly, they didn't have time to throw down a light well, which is they have a healing well spell, which puts a little healing blob on the field that you guys can run up and slap.
That's nice.
Good for longer fights when you are prepared.
Right.
Ophelia, you were up. Avi, you'll be up next.
I'm going to keep Bard Song up, and then I am going to.
Bard song. It's what's for dinner.
Yeah, eat it.
I like the enthusiasm.
All right, I am going to cast Mirror's Misfortune. Can somebody make
Oh,
another me?
hold on,
What?
Ophelia.
Mother.
You done casted a spell within melee range of the guy, and they
Mother.
have AO.
All right,
So they're gonna hit you with another shock trident hit.
go for it.
33,
That hits,
but does not crit.
but does not crit.
Total of 22 damagios to you
I'll take it.
as their AO. I was hoping to crit to turn off your spell, but nope.
Too bad. Make me another me, peasant. Just kindly, please.
I'm sorry. No, I'm very much a plebe.
No, we're trying to be sassy today. I thought all of us were being sassy.
Wow.
What do you mean I've been very sassy? Dang, I'm being attacked in my own home.
Okay then, sure, whatever.
All right. So then, and that one's gonna give him the finger.
Now, are we talking sideways style or classic or what?
Like a little Jack in the Box.
Oh,
Are you winding?
It has flair.
The slow
She
build.
does the whole thing, the
The
whole
music
bit.
box. All right. So that I guess is your turn. Avi Avi and Igra, you'll be up next.
You said that we had a rest before this, Matt?
Yes.
All right. Then I'm gonna do it again. Wah,
No, I don't want
20.
to tell you that.
Tell me what.
20. Nothing.
Tell me what.
Tell me why. They have the lightning
Don't worry
breath.
about it.
They have the lightning breath back.
Well, no, you're correct, but it was not what I was going to tell you. So that is for another magic missile.
Yeah, take that 20 damage.
28. I can make me do math.
Ah.
But I got some good news for you. They're out of the triple digits.
Oh, how good. How nice. Woohoo.
And I'm out of magic missiles.
Nice.
Yeah. What are you doing? Would you?
I think that was her turn. So, Igara, you are up with your team.
Gamma steps to there, and now it's time for some frog kata. We're going to start off with a Gamma striking belly bump. I said it, Gamma. So
That will definitely
36, so 36, 37 flat-footed. For
Words that I actually know
14
now.
sonic damage.
Oh, 14. Thank you for reminding me.
Yep, 14 sonic damage.
One bit of damage could be all the difference.
And then Igor is going to punch him. And miss.
Your froggy hand just kind of mushes against
Wait.
the arbor, and they just kind of look at you like, really?
Ew.
I rolled very poorly there. That's a shame. Oh well, that is my turn.
That brings us to them. They have their breath back. Like, what does it matter how destructive I am? I am unending. And they are going to do 2 actions to do their devastating blast, and they are going to tilt it. Oh, actually, I have to make a choice here.
Yes, you do.
Quite annoying.
This guy's comical.
Have you considered therapy?
It's good for you.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
I feel like you're expressing your emotions in an unhealthy way.
I'm going to direct this. You guys have positioned yourself well, so I have to make a choice here.
You do.
Stop that.
He's going to direct it towards Avi Avi and Ophelia.
And Choco by extension, then.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cone, so you would go.
Yeah, right?
Let's go 1, then 2, 3, 4. I guess, yeah, the end of it would catch it. All right, so that means Ophelia, Avi Avi, and Choco have to take reflex saves.
Choco fails, but not critically.
Fail, but not critically.
36 electricity damage for anyone who fails.
I'm using a hero point. Well, I'm down.
Crap.
That's fine.
Hold, please.
Don't you tell me that's fine.
I mean, it's not fine, but...
Fine for
It's
you,
not-
maybe.
Great.
Well, we can get
on.
you back up quickly enough.
All
is what
right.
I was saying.
I'm gonna need Barlin, to make me a will save.
I'm just checking that. Yeah, it is a hostile action. Yep. So, we'll say for Barlin.
You go Kamehama, and Ophelia goes ha ha ha.
He fails it. So for the next hour, he has to roll twice and take the lower results. As one of the illusions shatters, breaks, and causes him misfortune. That's Mears.
To be fair, when the next hour, the creature must roll its next 2 attack rolls twice and take the lower result.
Mhm.
So, it's not for a full hour. It just, if it happens to make 2 attacks
For
within...
the next hour.
And it's actually going to do that because it is going to do 1 attack on Igora just as a shock trident.
Ow.
35.
Lower result.
Sorry?
Twice and lower result, Uwu.
Thank you for reminding me. I just
Woo.
immediately forgot already. 32.
Hits does not crit.
This is actually better because I did one more point of damage.
No, the
23 in total.
Matthew, this is actually better because the other one would have crit me.
Ah, okay.
So no, I'll take
Fair
that.
enough.
Thank
Fair
you
enough.
very much.
I'm
You're
not sure.
welcome.
I'm on the fence whether or not I should make an effort to learn all your ACs because I feel like I might start being a little try-hardy then on certain things.
I literally have mine listed for you.
I know.
in
I'm
the
trying
room.
not to look at it.
Oh,
Why?
Oh, we can
that-
just take them off if you want.
oh,
Saraku
excellent.
is going to. We're going to use because I haven't remembered to do this. Oh, because it takes 2 actions. I'm going to use Celestial Might. 2 actions. They're going to do an attack, and if it hits, they do an additional 14 damage.
Ooh.
They don't hit.
Ooh,
26 flat-footed?
I should give this to Nim.
Unfortunately, no.
Baby.
They are going to make a second attack, though, with their last action. No, they just can't get through the armor. That brings us to Charlotte again.
Yes, I'm going to start off. I am so sorry. My cat has its toy and it is rattling.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We're used to cat hijinks on this channel.
I mean, your cat is doing something cute and you're not showing it to us?
Yeah, that's the real crime.
Villain point for the DM.
Cat
He
crimes.
fetches.
Babe, I love the enthusiasm. I do not want to see the toy. I want to see the baby.
The baby.
Baby, because
I
the
would
baby
like to
fetches
see
the
the
toy.
baby.
I would like to see the baby.
The public wants to see you. Come here.
Baby! Hello, little Tommy.
For a second there, it almost looked like she had spots rather than stripes.
She does. Show the boba belly. Boba
Oh,
belly!
it's like a little cheetah.
Yes.
Aw.
Is it orange with brown stripes or blue with black stripes?
Get out of here.
Orange kitties are just orange kitties.
Fine.
Technically speaking, this is a pedigreed kitty cat.
That's true.
This is an Aussie cat. He's the wrong color Aussie cat.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun,
Say goodbye.
dun, 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 dun. The cat was
It's
just
like a
thrown
Cirque
onto
du
a bed.
Soleil from- Yeah, yes, chat. For chats and, future watchers, there's a bed.
That is also a mimic.
He comes back.
It's like Air Bud, but in cat form. A cat can't play basketball? Where does it say in the rules that a cat can't play basketball?
Basketball can't be the basketball. In any case, I'm going to move. Let's see. Yeah, I can get there. I'm going to move just outside of the little bubble. Just because I like the distance, and then I'm going to cast 2 magic missiles.
You can go the distance.
I can go the distance. My god, cat, really? What am I rolling for this? Hold
Just
on.
click
I
on
have
it.
to
You
put
roll
it
it
up.
twice because
I have
it's 2
to put it
actions.
so I can look at it.
Yep. And just click it one more time and you're good.
But Bard Song is still up, so that becomes
11.
a 5. That becomes a 6. So that will be 11. 11 damage, gets past all defenses. Not bad at all.
And then that's it. And then I will cast my little pseudo blue spider webs.
Spoiler warning, guys. I looked at their now total health and went, nice.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Good to know.
gives us a target.
Hey, we're just getting all the spoilers. I like it. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, obviously.
Wow, we must be Magic the Gathering with all the spoilers happening constantly.
Lamau!
Ooh. All right, so that brings us to the Turwa Star Reader, who's getting very frustrated that their spells aren't working.
So
Rack their brains. They don't have magic missile, sadly.
Starting to realize why they got slaughtered in that last fight.
They also don't have medicine, so I can't go and try and manually heal poor You know what they're gonna do?
Or me. That's me.
They're gonna do Searing Light.
Ooh.
That will hit. They got
Woo-hoo!
so that'll hit actually. That will be 26 fire damage and an additional 21 because it is undead.
Damage. Oh, nice.
And it's not positive stuff, so you don't get to counteract it. Why am I cheering to kill my monster?
That's fun.
42 damage. Dang, that's pretty good.
Fun lizards.
Actually, yeah, that is a huge chunk of their remaining health. And then they are going to move just over here to continue to try and make what potential cones less effective. Endures in Darkness is going to move right over here next to Charlotte and is going to use a 2-action level 3 heal. So on dear old, I was about to say Nim. 30 back to Avi Avi.
I have 30 hit points now.
I'm proud of you.
Ophelia, you are up.
Man, I don't really. I don't know. Obviously, I'm gonna keep Bard Song up.
They're looking a little rough again.
Yeah, they are. But I prepared. I prepared 2 of those, but I can't.
Save it. I got him.
Well, Avi might have them. Who knows?
That too.
The tiny little bat lying on their back on the ground, who just a lovely breeze of little glowing spores went over her, and suddenly
Life. All I'm thinking of is the oh my god, from Anastasia. I live.
The little bat.
So I'll throw.
That was so random.
that up
Why a
earlier.
bat? I've never understood that.
Because they had Hank Azaria sign on and needed a silly little goofy dude for him to play.
That could have been like a rat or wolf or something. Why a bat? Makes no sense.
But he's cute, sir. That's all you need to know. He's just a
Avi,
cute
it's
person.
your turn.
Oh, are you actually casting Mirror Image?
Yes.
Okay. So suddenly, Ophelia's got backup dancers.
Heck yeah.
Well, this didn't work last time, but that's because he critically succeeded the save. So, I'm gonna try this again.
Reflex. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang.
Did not critically succeed.
Yeah! Then he takes half the damage and no persistent fire damage, which is unfortunate, but that's still 7 fire damage.
Woo!
Ooh.
7 fire damage. That's something.
8
You know what?
fire damage?
Bard Song?
Oh! Yeah. Maybe.
Every
I
bit
don't know.
counts.
Hold on. Half of 18 is 9, isn't it?
That's the attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. So,
I mean,
okay.
he can take 9 fire damage.
Wait, so does that?
No, this isn't an attack roll spell.
No, it's a
It's
reflex
just a reflex save.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
It's just
Don't worry about
it's
it.
just
Program
roll
the attack
function.
isn't important.
It's just roll
All right.
twenty.
You have one
I have
action
one
left.
action left.
You want to stand up?
Why would I go and do a silly little thing like that?
Your AC improves.
She can do whatever she wants sitting. It's fine.
I guess I'll do Needle of Vengeance. That should be 10, I think.
Who
now?
is your specifically forbidden creature?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Gosh, I don't know. Who's he been wailing on? He's been wailing on Ophelia a lot, right?
Yeah.
True,
He
but
doesn't
Ophelia
like
is now
me.
5 of... Yeah, he doesn't like you.
And I
Yeah.
don't like him
But
at all.
Ophelia is now moved
I should
away.
mention, I keep doing it too. This is actually a lady skeleton.
Oh,
Ah.
girl boss.
That's
Okay.
He's got those
Yes.
two less ribs, I think.
Yeah. You know what? I'll do. Shoot, you guys. You think I should do Gamma or Ophelia?
Do Ophelia.
I'll do Ophelia.
Will you? Gosh, that's forward.
Oh.
And if you want to read that / fiction,
Jeez. Spicy.
Avi puttered over.
Will I
the
get that bored during my vacation?
Ooh.
God, I hope not. Well, if this guy takes another swing at Ophelia and is able to take mental damage, which I don't know that they will, they'll have to make that wisdom save.
Shake the finger.
All right, so Ophelia's the target.
Shake
Yeah.
the finger.
All right. Igora.
okay.
Team
so
Igora.
Igora,
I'm
please
going
kill
to
this
use
thing.
one action to have. I am going to have one action to have Choco to give Choco 2 actions. Choco's going to come this way, and it is now time for Igora's finishing special move. So, action number 2, Gamma will do a striking belly bump as he said the word E, and miss. Choco will croak out a ga with a sort of with a sort of bird ga, and miss. Oh, sorry, it would be Guru.
Much will.
And Igoro will say raw as I hit them. 32 flat-footed.
Yeah. And with Bard Song,
6 bludgeoning damage.
you do some damage. It has no damage
Igora.
resistance, so.
Bastard.
Igura barrage. Boom.
That was adorable.
They are going to kind of turn and look at you, and freshwater frog,
Igura
and they are
barrage.
going to do their sodden on you.
That's
brilliant.
Aw.
34.
Oh, crit.
So that will be 48 piercing damage, 6 electricity, and you are now sickened 1.
Okay, that's only half my remaining hit points. That's fine.
And then for their third and final action, they're just going to whack you again with their shock trident. 23.
That will miss
All right.
somehow.
Good, because they
It slides off your
good damage on that.
froggy hide.
That's fine. It still would have been up.
All right. Gonna try and use celestial.
Oh my god.
Actually, hold on. They're going to use Champion Star. Once per hour, they get to make. They use one action to gain the effect of True Strike, so they get to roll an attack twice and choose the better result.
Ooh.
36, 24. They're going to take the 36. And you know what? Hold on. I want to know what a Mumbale actually looks like. Give me a quick second.
It's pretty dope. Got a cool lizard mohawk.
Oh, wow. That is a crazy and slightly impractical looking weapon. It's like a weird axe with like all sorts of things coming out of it. But they, using this, they're going to raise their things up like a Sailor Moon thing to the stars, and there's going to be a twinkle of a star somewhere. And then they're going to bring their blade down in a slash, and they are going to decapitate, and the body falls to the ground.
Thank God.
And you just hear, as they fall to the ground, a whispered voice, "The wheel turns again."
All right. Well,
So are we gonna dissolve this guy in
I got
acid
him.
or burn him or something?
Yep.
Don't do
Before
that. Don't do
anybody
that.
does anything,
Get the trident.
I mean,
Ophelia
we set
goes
them on
over
fire and
and just starts like kicking it with her heel, like real good, just like
Mm-hmm.
All right.
powdery
Now,
bomb. Powdery bomb.
are any of us
No,
religiously
let her,
gifted?
let her do this.
hold on a sec. Endures in Darkness is going to amble over.
All
And
right.
he's going
Can you
he's
mushroom
going to, like,
this thing?
most peculiar that this particular undead seems capable of rising time and time again. And they're going to do a religion check. 24. Ooh. This is a unique creature 11.
So you
See,
need a
just for
36.
comedy's sake, I'll do a religion check too.
It's a DC 36 on them.
Comedy jokes.
Yeah. Hold on. The Star
You
Reader
got jokes.
might have religion as well. They do. 20. Damn it. No.
Well, Gama's going to eat him then.
Don't. That what? I just said don't eat him.
Honestly, that'll
Really?
work.
Except for now you've got an undead thing inside of you, and that seems like a case of
Oh,
sepsis.
no, I'm not.
waiting
I
to happen.
got this. I got this.
He goes to the Fey realm, right?
Gama, I'm going
She
to
goes to
unsummon you. Please upchuck in the Fey realm. Make it someone else's problem.
That I don't think works.
No, it doesn't. But we
I
don't
don't think
know
you can
that.
take things. You can't take things to the Fey realm.
I cannot.
I mean, there's a
Corpse just
distinct
falls.
possibility that
Oh.
Gama's stomach acid might do some work on it. Who knows? I mean, possible.
I mean, honestly, we could just probably give this thing a proper burial and be fine.
Or like burn it or dissolve it.
Don't want to
I
give it a
just-
proper burial. I want to carry it around for the rest of my life as a trophy.
I know, but I feel like with a lot of undead things, if you just give it a proper burial, it won't come back to life.
I want to kick it in its shins again.
Actually, you know what?
can do
Hold
that
on.
with sound.
I just thought of something.
We can let it come back.
I get the feeling that it is quite.
Oh, now here's the thing, though. Well, you said it was a 36 because it was a 25 because it was unique.
25 plus CR.
What about a non-unique?
A non-unique creature depends on its rarity. If this is the type of creature that I think it is, Matthew,
What do you think it is, Will?
I think it's a Death Knight.
There is actually no creature named a Death Knight.
There is
You're
a
very
creature named
close.
Death Knight. It's in Bestiary.
No, there is a Grave Knight.
Oh. Same
You were very
difference.
close. But here's the thing, though. Somebody rolled Avi. You remember something. Now, because this, I'm going to give this to you because this is a bit of information that's not specific to this person. It's specific about Grave Knights in general. And Grave Knights in general are not as unique as this. So, you know that Grave Knight's regeneration is based upon the fact that they are essentially parasitic cursed armor. Like whatever curse created this thing, it has turned it into a Grave Knight. Their body will always rebuild over the course of potentially 1 to 10 days, or more quickly if it's worn by a living host. And if you destroy the body during that time, it just restarts. They can only be permanently be destroyed by having something like a spell or an effect or something that says it specifically destroys something entirely, like the Disintegrate spell, or transport to the positive energy plane, or throwing it in the heart of a volcano.
Oh. Easy enough.
Grave Knights are irritatingly difficult to get rid of, which is why Geb goes out of his way to make lots of them.
Yeah.
Geb is a horrible person.
He's.
Horrible ghost.
So we would need something to destroy an item with.
So we need a volcano or a
I'm afraid
planar fork.
the Star Reader is like, I'm afraid I do not possess any magic powerful enough to outright destroy the armor entirely. I fear if we even left a small splinter, it would simply regrow from that.
No, I don't even know disintegrate yet. I've been practicing, but like nothing quite on that level.
Well, I guess here's the question: if the creature's coming up from it, do you got Shape Earth?
No.
Oddly enough, Endures in Darkness might be able to help you there because they are an Earth Druid or a Stone Druid.
Yeah. Pass Wall, maybe? Pass Wall would be really good.
Yeah, I mean, if we buried them deep enough, it doesn't matter how many times they come back because they're still underground.
Yep.
At the very least, it'll probably slow them down quite a bit.
Could put them in a bag of holding.
That is a ticking time bomb.
I wouldn't trust it with any of our stuff.
Yeah, but that's funny. I like that idea.
It'd wreck all of our nice things.
Well, okay, so what we would have to do then is get a dedicated bag of holding, and just like right on the side, Grave Knight inside, throw into volcano.
Oh.
Funnily enough, if you had a bag of holding to spare, that technically would work because unless the bag is opened, they can't get out. So if you kept the bag closed, they'd never had a chance to get out. You would just never be able to use anything in the bag.
I think we have a spare one.
How much are we carrying? Can we carry what's in the bag of
we
holding?
can't carry what's in the bag of holding. I've already checked.
You guys have a lot of stuff.
Wait, can we put all of it in Gamma's stomach?
Nobody's
We
every
used
time.
to
Gamma's
use
stomach is
Gamma
not a
for
bag
bag
of holding.
Gamma can't get weighed down like that.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like other things are concerned,
Well, best idea I had was to send it to the Fey Realm, but we can't do that.
we cannot do that. We don't have any teleportation ability.
All that, unfortunately, is insert fantasy mumbo jumbo for level 6 spells.
Yeah, which we don't have access to yet.
No.
Well, I guess what we could do at this point is I'll just look at the Aruxi.
Endures in Darkness does have a pass wall, so you could make a very deep grave for this thing, and so in addition to however many days it's going to take for it to regenerate, it will have to dig itself out of the earth.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I look over
I say
to
we
the,
do that.
I'll quickly look over to the Aruxi and I'll say, y'all got anything that can maybe like stop water for temporarily?
Stop water?
Yeah. We got this lovely river right above us, so we shape some water, then we pass wall, then we put them that, so when they pull up, they're in a river and they get swept away.
Let me check. The Star Reader is the only one who can use magic. Oh, they have a cool hat in their art.
I can summon a water Fey.
They have Discern Lies, Gizani's March, Heal, Heroism, Searing Light, Wanderer's Guide, Augury, Calm Motions, Restoration, Mending, Ray Enfeeblement, and Sanctuary.
Okay.
And Detect Magic Guns. Message! They have Message! Pen pals!
I think I think we don't need to overthink it. I think we can just put him in a hole.
Alright, let's put him in a hole.
We're trying to catch up with people.
Endures in Darkness gives you a little nod. He taps his little staff, and a perfectly cube-like spot, hole opens into the ground instantly.
And it says the
Deeper?
armor.
I mean,
the armor
I'm
has to
usually
put its
fond of giving things a proper burial.
Yeah.
The armor what will?
The armor would have to put itself back together if it was in pieces, right?
Difficult to say.
Yeah, well, then let's just throw it in there.
Yeah.
There is
Ophelia kicks the head in.
But let's loot all the stuff first, so we'll grab...
Yeah.
Yeah, you take the trident again.
Yeah.
I look into the bag of holding and look for the first trident to see if it has dissolved or something.
No, it just actually looks more like a more mundane trident now.
Yeah.
Maybe the armor expands to the trident.
That might be the case.
I mean, the one that it was holding that's on the ground now looks even more mundane again.
Yeah.
Point.
But hearing you guys discuss this and kind of figuring out what you mean by the whole regeneration thing, the Tura Lords start making preparations to break camp. So they thank you for your assistance in getting revenge. Sort of again, they're a little confused by that. And again, as thank you profusely for agreeing to send your letter of recommendation with their child, who is now getting ready to head off in their own direction with just like one escort. So it looks like might be where you guys are going to part way with the Turwal Lords, for at least for now.
Before you go, do you want to pop that heal on one of us?
Yeah. You know what? It's probably gonna. You guys can. We'll just assume you guys are gonna get a full thing of heal. It's gonna be probably a day before you hit the next thing.
Cool. Then I will take
You guys.
2 health.
Plus, you guys technically haven't gotten your good night rest, and you know that it's gonna be at least 24 hours before the armor comes back to life. Even if I rolled a 1.
Well, that'd be nice.
And then
Yeah,
travel time.
Yeah, so you at least have time before they can even start catching up with you, much less figuring out what direction you went.
Yeah, Matt rolled a 5, so we're fine.
Oh, look at this cheater.
Matthew, look at the dice roller.
Yeah, you could pretend not to see it and not say it, and just keep that as a secret little thing to, go to your grave with. Like the Grave Knight. Be more like the Grave Knight, Will.
Dead?
Yeah. Be in
Persistent
the ground.
and resilient.
I don't know what Will's talking about. I don't see anything.
Exactly. So do you guys want to move away from here to camp for the night, or are you going to camp here next to the grave?
I personally would like to get as far away as possible from this thing, if only because she's quite annoying, and I would not like her to come back again.
No.
Sure.
So onward?
And upward.
Before you go, I hope I'm doing this. Yeah, okay. Before you go, as the Turolers are making their way in a different direction, the star reader, Urukni 10th star, kind of runs up to you guys and asks you to just wait for a moment. This tall, imposing Uruxi has green scales with yellow spots on his back that form the shape of his birth constellation. He wants to confirm something that he heard in conversation, that you guys are lore speakers. And he, like a kind of a bit of a fire lights behind his eyes, and he kind of takes Igor by the hands and asks for a gift. Any gift at all. He explains, before leaving his village, an astrologer told him that he would encounter a group of strangers who seek to tame that which can't be tamed. According to his fortune, those strangers would give him a gift that would be the difference between life and death. He believes the heroes are those strangers and pleads them to grant him anything that can change his fate. Have you ever wanted to change your fate?
Here you go.
Here, he's gonna hurt me.
It's just my book.
I will hand them a compass.
Oh. He reacts with gratitude as though you just pulled him from a burning building, squeezing you in a tight embrace. To thank you for saving his life, potentially, he gives you a rune stone with the Grievous rune on it. You want to know what a Grievous rune does?
That's a pretty good one.
It actually has a lot of different effects depending on what kind of weapon you put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, when your attack rolls with this weapon is a critical hit and gains the critical specialization effect, you gain an additional benefit depending on the weapon group.
Which Okay. Now I have to actually
So
look up
something to look up maybe later.
Yes, now I actually have to look up meta information at.
Yeah.
Because I would say like, who would use this other than me?
Oh, who knows?
Like we could sell it.
I don't know. It's an exchange gift. I wouldn't say we should sell it. Maybe it could be useful. I mean, maybe it'll change our fate.
That's true. Igra likes to sell things.
I don't like
Oh.
to sell.
I never sell anything. My classroom back when I had a classroom, it was full of everything that I ever found. It was quite a mess.
Yes, it was very annoying for the person who took over your class to clean up.
Ooh.
Quite.
I could not
Let's just
technically
say the cobwebs were still there.
That sounds like a. Well, the word I would use for that type of behavior is hoarding.
Oh, yes. I'm well aware.
Oh.
But you never know what you can use.
Oh, well.
That's true. I have big piles of fabric in my room, and that's because you never know what you're gonna need to use.
Right? Some of the stuff I have can be used for snares and traps, and other stuff I can be used can be broken down and, maybe put into a little bit of a poison that maybe it could be administered. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
But if you sold it, then you'd have that money to buy something later that you might
But then you're just
actually
producing
need.
more waste.
Not necessarily.
Than
You're
just
selling it to
using what
someone
you
who wants to
have.
use it.
Conversations I didn't expect to be having in this chat.
Well, Avi, you're a crafter too. I would expect you to understand.
I hold
Using
on
what
to
you
things
got.
that have sentimental value to me. Because those you can't replace just by going out to the market and buying them. But if it's something like an ingredient that I don't think I'm going to use anytime soon, or like an item that I just don't personally have any use for, I think selling it to get something that I can use or will use immediately is not necessarily a bad idea. But in this case, I'm for keeping the rune, especially because it was given to us as such a nice thing. And I am also not one to spit in the eye of fate. And if he says that it could help us, I don't know, it could be helpful.
As the one melee fighter in the group, I will say this: I cannot and never will be able to benefit from the criticalization special effects of this thing.
Why not?
Because as a summoner, you don't get access to the critical specialization ever.
Why?
I don't know!
Oh, well, it's pretty.
You know who might one day if they ever come back?
PJ.
Benji.
Yeah.
Maybe I can craft it into a little bit of a necklace.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, we could also sell it for 350 gold pieces.
So you guys, I imagine, are having this conversation as you are going off to find a more suitable campground for the night.
Yes.
I feel like
No, we're having it right in front of their face.
It's a walk and talk situation.
It's a walk and talk.
You guys eventually find a secluded little glen that seems like a good place to camp down for the night. You guys are going to get your full night of rest, but I'm going to ask, who is taking the first watch?
Gamma.
I can. Oh.
Well, Gamma will do it with everyone, right? Because Gamma doesn't sleep.
Yeah, Gama always keeps watch with people.
Gamma's the emotional support giant frog.
Battle code.
Well, then I'll take first watch with Gamma.
All right. Gamma and Avi, give me a perception check.
One for me, one for Agate. Oh, we are not very perceptive tonight.
I rolled a 2.
Quick question, Avi. The small kind of wooden ring you found in the Blood Salt ruins, the one with the fox on it. What have you done with that
Yes.
ring? Are you wearing it? Is it in
Wearing
your
it like
bag?
a bracelet.
Okay. During the course of the night, for a split second, the ring seems to, like, despite the fact that it's wood, seems to burn very hot. And for a second, you think like it's going to burn you or something, and then it's stopped. The heat is immediately gone.
That was weird. Can I do some kind
Goblin
of...
turns to look at you. What, did you see that weird bird again?
No,
Oh,
Being
I thought it
hot.
looked.
the fox ring that I found got all hot for a second, but it's wood, so it's not even like someone could be using heat metal or anything like that. Can I use Pocket Library and make a relevant recall knowledge check to see if I might know what that is about?
Sure. This would probably be Arcana.
Okay, so I'll have a +1 to this, plus little bonuses from...
36.
So that's a 37.
Ooh,
Also, let me know if you need the description for Pocket Library.
sure.
Putting it in the chat. This is just at first level, so it's only a +1. I collect information from the world's libraries about a particular subject and store it in an extra-dimensional library. When I cast this spell, choose any skill in which you are at least trained, which I am, that has the recall knowledge action during the duration of the spell, which is all day. You can call forth the tome from extra-dimensional library when recalling a recall knowledge check to check your chosen skill. This is part of the recall knowledge action. You must have a hand free to do so. If the tome appears in your hands, open to the appropriate page. This grants you a +1 status bonus to recall knowledge check. If you roll a critical failure on this check, you get a failure instead. If you roll, if the roll is successful, if it's against a creature, you gain additional information or context about that creature, which is probably the important part.
It takes you a minute because you have to think about this. Because while you rolled pretty well there, and you are, a teacher at a magic school, there is also a dizzying amount of magic items in the world, and rings are more popular items to enchant because they're small and you can wear quite a few of them. Um, you think that there's a couple possible explanations for this. One, the ring was attempting to signal something, like it could be a ring of detect something. Like there are rings that will detect scrying. There are rings that will detect evil intent in creatures. There are rings that will detect lies. Some of those you think might not be it because it happened so fast, and for one thing, no one was talking, so it probably wasn't a lie. Or it also could be a magic item as part of a set. It could be linked to something. This could indicate that something that the ring is linked to has been damaged, or has been destroyed. Something has happened to it. Or, and this is getting a little more into the weeds because this stuff is not as well documented and is not as common or easy to measure, it could be some sort of magical feedback. Another item that's linked to it could be enduring something very stressful or very magical, and there's just so much magic that the magic is feeding back through the connection to this ring, and it's just registering that, oh, there's a lot of magic going on or something. So the best you can tell from all these sort of disparate possibilities is that if something with a connection to this ring, something quite notable has occurred. Whether or not that is within the function of the ring, what it was supposed to do, is a little hard to tell. This is a unique item that doesn't have any inscriptions or anything. It's just a cute little nice teak ring, very nice wood, with a little kind of fox shape on it. It's almost sort of like the Firefox logo, except as a ring.
Yeah.
Do I get any extra context or information from Pocket Library?
You do know, and I think you may have remembered, I may have told you this the first time, the wood you think might be native to Tien.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. Beyond that, there's just too many possibilities to narrow anything down at this particular moment.
Yeah.
The ring, and I think this is the first time the ring has anything. So you're lacking context. As a teacher and as sort of a magical kind of scientist, you're like, I need more data. I need more tests to determine, what might cause this or what might cause nothing. Need some hypothesis and some process to test those hypotheses.
Interesting.
And Gama just kind of looks at it. You can eat that?
Neither of us are going to eat this. That's how
Oh.
this is going to go. Neither of us is going to eat this.
Right. His tongue laps out and gets like a giant firefly that was going by. I love going into the jungle. You get to sample so many new, exciting cuisines.
Really?
Me too, Gama.
I mean, I've already eaten one of like everything on campus at this point. You long for variety in life.
Including some students.
Those rash of disappearances on campus.
As long as you're sticking to something that Musiao would cook herself, I think that's a commendable endeavor.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily narrow it down. What do we really know about or what her hobbies are, what she does in the dark of the night? Gama kind of stares at you awkwardly.
I think she's a nice lady who wouldn't eat Faye.
I mean, that's what they say about a lot of people who turn out not to be nice, right?
Hey, Gama's been Fae-free since we started working together.
The rest of your watch passes uneventfully. I need one other person to take a watch with Gama.
Igara will.
All right.
Gama, you try to eat Avi. No. Good.
Not tonight.
Not this time.
Nope.
It'd be very problematic if you did.
So, Igara and Gama then both need perception checks for keeping watch.
Lord Speaker Igara. 25. Gama. 33.
Gama, at one point, puts a big froggy hand just on your shoulder and kind of like gestures at a nearby branch off in the darkness. And because you rolled high enough, and because he's drawing your attention to it, you can see up there appears to be like a jungle cat staring at you guys. But now that it's seen that you've seen it, it kind of like it lowers its hackles a little bit.
Finger guns. I just kind of say, listen, if you tried to kill me, all my friends would probably try to turn you into a pet, so I'd get the hell out of here if I was you.
Wow. It just kind of slinks down around the other side of the tree like some sort of giant squirrel. You ever seen that how squirrels like defy gravity and climb like vertically down the side of the tree?
Only when the green.
Yeah, your watch pass is mostly uneventful other than, avoiding a potential panther attack in the middle of the night. Yeah, the morning comes, you guys are magically healed from 8 hours of rest.
Well,
If only life could be like that.
Technically speaking, Igor would have had to do auto-succeed medicine checks until we were fully healed overnight.
Okay. But you get all your spells back.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And before that line crosses, Endures of Darkness goes, and then like, heal, goes back to sleep. And all his slots right before the spell slots reset.
Dream heals.
Yeah, so a fresh day starts. You guys have found the tracks that the knights have led. It looks like they may have tried to pass some large branches over their tracks, but there's so many of them that it's kind of a futile effort. And I'm just going to read something real quick here.
Alright, so we're going to murder them when we find them, right, team?
I mean, probably.
Cool.
I don't want them hurting Iboko, so I think it'll depend on the situation. We may have to talk her out of it. You know what I mean?
I don't know, I think Iboko, to be honest, Iboko's pretty competent. I think we need to give our students more credit in their ability to kill things with us.
It's not a matter of incompetence, it's a matter of there's a lot of them and only one of her, and if it's a hostage situation, it's a hostage situation, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm saying, though, like, if there's a lot of them and, like, one of her, but she's, like, actively fighting and we show up, we help her fight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we don't say, hey, run away. We get in there. You throw some poisons. Philia sings. Avi, do the lightning thing out of your fingers, and I'll do my best to have I'll do the best to have the life beaten out of me at a slow enough rate so that you all can get rid of them.
Hey. That last fight, I got the snot beaten out of me slowly,
And I'm
alright?
very sorry for that.
We
I
can
got the snot
switch
beaten out
roles
very quickly.
anytime we want, Igora. Don't limit yourself.
Endures in Darkness raises a hand.
Yes, endures in darkness.
Points to the ground. You guys notice, and you guys have come across a point in the trail you've been following, the tracks, where it seemed like they may have stopped for a little while. There is a series of footprints leading off from the main group, and they're not the heavy armored footprints of the knights. They seem to have been the like smaller, lighter footprints of people that were traveling with them or being dragged potentially, and they lead off into the jungle, and they're spaced enough that you think that whoever made them was running.
Oh, let's follow those ones.
Let me see here. So, you guys follow these tracks through the trees, and you come upon an interesting sight once you clear some tree cover. And let me just change the map to this. Go down. Where is it? Here we go. Right. I'm going to quickly throw you guys on this map so you can all see what's going on. All right, we start with Endures in Darkness. Boop. Gamma. Choco.
I will grab,
Igra.
no, I'll grab Charlotte.
Ophelia.
I'll fix the token right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to put you guys... put you guys a little closer over here, actually. You guys come upon what appears to be a orchard. I'll give you a little bit of a block text description. Whoa, I didn't mean to grab one there like that. That's what happens when I try to do things all really zoomed out. Okay. Neat rows of baobab trees hint that this area was once cultivated as an orchard, though the laden trees and overgrown path hint that it hasn't been tended in a season or longer. As you guys kind of take this site in, from deeper into the kind of structure, a gurgling cry of pain echoes down the twisted path. Yeah, you see, visible through the trees, what appears to be a number of buildings, including a rather large one just off to the right here. Anyone who wants can give me a survival check.
I will.
Oh, that was Choco.
Avi, Ophelia. You guys notice not only do the footprints from the small group of humanoids wearing the softer boots came this way, though it appears to be they're a few days old maybe. They also seemed to be joined by the footprints of what looks like frog-like creature feet that seem to have tried to merge into the path of those footprints. You think they might have been pursuing them.
You think they might have been what?
Pursuing them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
do
not-
also hear some noises from the trees at the edge of the orchard on your left.
Do you guys want me to cast Invisibility Sphere, and then we can go check out the sound of the crying and see if there's someone who needs help?
Sure.
Okay. I cast Invisibility Sphere very, very quietly.
Okay.
Zoe, I think you're still muted.
No,
There
Nope.
you go.
I'm whispering.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
I said, everybody make a stealth check really, really quietly.
We need to make a stealth check really, really quietly.
We're not
Skill
ASMR.
check ASMR.
Avi butters across the crowd.
That's not so much ASMR.
I'm the one who's supposed to be skittering. Excuse you.
I didn't say skittering. I said
You can all skitter. You're all critters.
That's
Gamma
true.
somehow managed to find a bucket and kick it.
Oh no.
Clang, 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 clang.
Do you have any hero points left for Gamma?
Nah, I used it.
Quick, desummon him.
There is another shuffling of what appears to be leaves on the trees off to the right.
I wanted to move in the direction of wherever that cry came from.
Let me double check something.
I could have used my feet, but
It's a little hard to tell. Came from the area where the buildings are, but you can't really tell which one.
Avi, your choice.
There appears to be, from where you guys are standing, 3 buildings, like a large, medium, and you can sort of see it in the distance. There appears to be a shed.
Well, do we
On the
want to
other
go
side
for
of
this
it.
one onto this over to the side?
Sure, let's do the big building first.
Yeah.
You guys are heading for B6.
Over to the big building.
Let me take a look. This appears to be this cavernous barn is sturdy despite obvious neglect. The air reeks of swamp water and rot, and swamp plants grow in profusion despite actually that's what's inside the building. Doesn't matter right now.
it smells bad. It's permeating.
Which let's open the door very, very quietly.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Don't forget endures in darkness.
Endures in darkness, get over here. There we go. I've committed to the bit.
All right. So, are you guys going to you're still into the sphere of invisibility, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to open the door?
Yeah.
Right. And we will let what is inside the barn be discovered next time, because this will be a thing.
Oh no, Matt, cliffhanger.
Yeah?
Cliffhanger it.
No.
All right. You open the door, and there is a sound inside, something large kind of chuckling, and you hear something large shifting around, and our voice.
Let's peek our little heads in.
Oh, it's ugly.
Ugly motherfucker.
It's a frog dragon!
It's a fraggin.
Look at that thing! I just got jump scared.
I'm so excited.
Ow! Jump scare.
This is what I was going to have Choco look like when they became a Drake. If I
Ew.
wasn't attached
God.
to Choco.
That's so good.
Talk about a glow down.
But
Well, join us in the new year.
In the new year,
Yes,
in the
my
far off
friends.
year of
Thank you
2023.
so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands AP here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Hey, look at this on the screen right now. Oh, look at that. It's a poster for the Christmas special on Wednesday night.
Ooh, hold on, look at the stream as that comes up.
That's pretty.
It is
That's
characteristically
cool.
spooky.
It's going to be really good, so thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands. Don't forget to check out Wednesday's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers. And because I am a good member of Twitch Society, I'm going to see if anyone we know is online right now.
Twitch Society.
No
We
one
live
we know is
in a-
online right now. So thank you all so much for coming, and
Yeah.
we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye,
Have a good night,
guys.
everyone.
See you next year.